James, you okay? You're going to be joining us shortly. Just shout, because you're not on actually on microphone.
Woof, woof.
All right, you can start phoning now with your questions. Make them scary. Honoured to be joined by James Dean Bradfield from the Manic Street Preachers. Hello.
Hello.
He was going to be Nicky then.
Yeah.
I know.
Bargain,
You see, 'cause
bargain
what
bin
happened
street
was-
preachers, blah, blah, blah.
The last time Nicky was in here, he was saying, I'd really like to come on and play some records and stuff like that. And he was like, fantastic, Nicky, come on in.
He
Then.
was lying.
I know. And then, lightweight that he is, he couldn't make it in tonight.
No, he's got really bad shin splints, and now he's got water on the knee, and plus he thinks he's...
How's his back?
He's just a wreck.
Okay, so he's a lightweight and you've come along. And you brought some records along tonight?
Yeah.
Lots of easy listening.
In my carrier bag, my Tesco's carrier bag.
Right, lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk some more then after this next record. This is Super Drag, and this is a track from them.
Liar.
I only had you on tonight, actually, because you were all saying that we only had Nicky on the show, we never had you on the show. He was our little pet puppet, was that the phrase?
Oh, you're digging that.
I think it was. That was Super Drag anyway, and a track from the album Regretfully Yours, and a slot machine. So if you have a question to put to James from the Manics, then the number to ring is 0500 110 100. That's 0500 110 100, and the fax line is 0645 110 100. So where were you playing last night?
Blackburn.
Right, and then you came straight down to do this, and you're going back.
Yeah, going back tomorrow morning, yeah. Just going to Hull for some fish and chips. Do beautiful fish and chips in Hull, actually.
Do they?
Nice soft batter. And kind of like, it's all that, almost the vinegar's like balsamic vinegar all the time. It's really dark and like...
And food matters to you, does it?
Yeah, of course it does.
Okay, you're looking very svelte at the moment, actually.
Bull crap. That's a lie.
It's
I'm on
not.
laxatives, that's why.
So are you, I think we've had a couple of letters in. Everyone's kind of keen to find out how fit you are, and have you still given up smoking?
Yeah, I've given up for 6 weeks now. Yeah, it's really crap, isn't it? People like give up drink or cigarettes or something. And they go, yes, I've given up cigarettes. Do you know that? It's been 5 weeks and 4 days. And it's like, yes, pat you in the back, you righteous little sod.
Yes.
So,
so it's 6 weeks and counting.
Yes.
Basically.
Counting, yeah.
Okay. But how are you sort of getting fit and stuff like that at the moment?
Nah, I just...
It must be very difficult on tour to be able to do that.
Well, let you tell me about it. You wake up and then... No, it's just I've just been running a bit and stuff and just trying to recapture a little bit of the Bradfield glimmer. The
physique that you were born with. Okay, we'll play Imperial Tea now in session, and this track is Balloon. Not quite sure who was playing what particular instrument as that particular track, but that was Imperial Tea and Balloon. What did you think of that, James? You're actually rabbiting through the whole record, so you obviously didn't think very much of it.
Oh, God. I used to like, We've Got a Fuzz Box, so I still got a bit of a hangover.
Right.
When it comes to records like that, you know. So I'm just like, when people first saw us, you know, kind of they go, no, I've seen the Clash or the Lurkers before. So kind of like, I've got that kind of attitude now when I hear bands like that. I go, oh, God, Fuzzbox, you know, they were cruel, but like, I've seen it before.
Right, okay.
So, you know.
Been there, seen that, done that.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll be taking calls after this next record. This is Garbage. This is the track that we promised. You've got to see if you can find Tricky on this record, because I haven't been able to find Tricky on any of this record so far. So if Tricky's in here, we'll find him. This is the Rabbit in the Moon mix of Milk. It's been misled, but I couldn't see Tricky in there or hear Tricky in there at all. But that was Garbage and the Rabbit in the Moon mix. We've got Tricky's mix of that track tomorrow, and that is Milk. As you can see, the cold has kicked in here. James is suffering as well, aren't you?
I am.
But you're here.
Singitis. I'm here.
Unlike Nicky. Actually, we've got a glowworm here. I think who's this? Katie Roberts from Fife in Scotland said, could Nicky sign this glowworm? So could you take it back for him to sign?
Yes, for the tall one.
Okay, thank you.
The tall god.
Yes, the tall one. So some of the questions then that have been coming through. James, I've been told to ask you about the UFO you saw over LA. Does that mean anything to you at all?
Yeah. Who's... God,
I don't know.
That's a bit scary.
It's probably a manager.
Only a handful of people know about that one. Yeah, I just saw about 2.5 years ago when I was flying to LA. I saw a big silver strobe. As you approach into LA, you kind of it's like you got a good sense of perspective because the mountains are there and there's all like air traffic and stuff. And between the mountains and the air traffic came this rather large silver strobe, about 50 foot.
And did everyone else see it?
Nah, because it's really empty. And
how many pints?
It was really not shush, woman. It was like about 40 people on the flight. It was like a really big, like, you know, spacious Virgin thingamajig.
And they're all asleep,
and
except
you.
And
I was going, look, silver strobe.
And by the time they woke up,
and he was gone.
Oh, really?
It was going on like a straight, you know, trajectory at Star Trek, you know, speed, really fast. Like, you're not talking to Ginger from the Wild Heart or something. This is like, you know, this is true.
All right, so I believe everything you say. So do you really believe in UFOs now then? Obviously. And did you before that point?
No, I didn't at all, no.
Right.
I only believed in ghosts up until that point, but now I believe in flying thingies.
As well, okay. Have you haven't seen any more pursue this at all? It was...
No. I've seen witches' covens, actually, back at my parents' house in Wales.
Yeah.
If you look up into the mountainside, like, at a certain time of the year, you see, like, loads of little witches' covens up on the hill, dancing around the
They're going to be
fires
having a
and
wild
stuff.
time fairly soon, aren't they?
Yeah, I know, kind of dancing naked pagans.
You didn't join in?
No, I didn't know.
Odd that. Okay, Lucy Stevenson in Bradford said, who are your favourite current day and past footballers?
I can only, like, speak in true terms because, like, you know, I could be a bit of a revisionist and lie about the past, but my favourite player used to be Emlyn Hughes. I used to absolutely think Crazy Horse was, like, I used to think he was like an Athenan god. I thought he was just amazing. But he always used to lose on Superstars.
I know.
He was pathetic.
He was very sad, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. And like my current favourite player is Stuart Pearce, Psycho from Nottingham Forest.
Right. Did you see the Terry Venables documentary that was on TV?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh, he was godlike. He was so flash when he was younger as well.
He wrote Hazel, didn't he? Kind of 70s TV detective thing.
But then we're showing our age there. Paul Doherty in Armagh said, who's your fashion advisor? Because you've had more hairstyles this year than Madonna has. Your hair seems to grow and it gets short and then it grows again.
Well, I abandoned the mullet because I had a bit of a mullet for a while. Mm-hmm. The hair grew a bit when I was slightly estranged from my parents, I think. I wasn't calling them that much.
Right.
And then when I kind of started calling them, but...
They said, cut your hair, James, it looks ridiculous.
Yeah, so my Bodie look came back. Fucking 70s references are going down thick and fast.
I know. This is actually how you looked, 10 years ago or something? When the band first started out?
Yeah, minus a couple of pounds and stuff, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Minus a couple of curry and chips.
And it's maybe a bit higher these days. Nicholas Stein in Stirling said, she's starting a band. Do you have any advice on a name? What's the story of the name of the Manic Street Preachers?
No, it's nothing particularly interesting. It's not eminently quotable, the story, so I won't even bother saying it. Okay, all right then. So think of your own name, Nicola. Okay, yeah. We'll ask some more questions after this new single from the Prodigy. Do you like the Prodigy? I'd imagine you do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, the best live band around, probably, except for us. Okay, and Oasis? But they're not good live, are they? No, just good records. Rages On. Yeah, Oasis are good live. I get your point. Liam is a star on stage and everything like that, but just sometimes. Yeah. Right. Okay, that's Prodigy, and it's the new single from them, and it's called Breathe. And we're going to play 6 Foot Dolls in a minute. Are you a fan of theirs? Yeah, I like the Dolls, but I do veer towards the furry boys a bit more. Do you? Yeah, I do. Yeah. Yeah. Are you looking forward to playing with? Have you been playing? Because I haven't yet found out what you've. No, we're going to Europe with Super Furry Animals in about a week and a half's time, something like that. So how come the whole Catatonia Super Furry Animals, the Welsh bill came about? Just because we were doing a big gig in Cardiff, basically, and we just couldn't be asked to have any other bands on with us, just like because we really love Super Furries and all that, and Gorky's it's probably the one we had Gorky supporting us on the last tour, and it was probably like one of the most challenging things, challenging support bands we ever had, and it was quite a success because our audience really opened to them, so it just seemed the right thing to do. Okay, all right. This is 6 Foot Dolls. We're going to play one of your records after this. This is Hair. Coming out on the 11th of November, the new single from 6 Foot Dolls, and we'll play that today for Steve Lamack, whose birthday is. Happy birthday, Steve. Lager hair, have lots of it. Right, James from the Manic Street Preachers is still here, and we have lots and lots of questions, including one about Kylie. How is the work with Kylie progressing? Is it all true? This is from Tim Carpenter in Gloucester. It's just kind of just met her a long time ago because she wanted us to write a song with her. So, we've written a song, just waiting to demo it for her, basically, and, see if it gets the Kyle-ness stamp of approval. Right. So what's it like? Have you actually met her and shown her the song yet, or? Yeah, she came over to the house, and, She came around your house? Yeah, she came around my house and I made her a cup of tea, yeah. A cup of tea, right, yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah, and You are so showbiz. Oh, get over it, you're so catty. You've just taken your feline, your feline pills. You don't have to do this show. You can go now. Look, the door's just over there. Yeah, exactly. But the rat can't get in trouble with them, wouldn't I? Okay, who are the two nipples on the cover of Everything Must Go? This is from Joanna. Whose nipples are they? I think they're Nick's. Actually. Are they? Right. Okay. And more questions from
Rose and Charlotte, they say, can you tell us the guitar chords for Motorcycle Emptiness?
I only know what they look like and sound like. I don't know names of chords, really.
Right, okay. Should we just play some records then?
Yeah, of course.
We're going to play one of yours now. Do you want to tell us why you chose this, The Clash and Ghetto Defendant?
It was just like, Clash was just like a massive influence on us. And we just I remember listening to this record because we had a song called Methadone Pretty. It was like one of our early songs. And in Ghetto Defendant, it's a lyric that goes on Methadone City. And we took it as like a sign of greatness because we'd kind of like unwillingly kind of like came out with nearly the same lyric as like Allen Ginsberg in a Clash song.
Wow.
So kind of we saw it as karma, man.
Thank you very much for choosing that. That's fantastic. You say you never saw them live?
Nah. I always like meet people that go, oh yeah, so the Clash when I was 14, brilliant, man. And I just was there gnashing my teeth because I wasn't even allowed out of the house.
Yeah, you were just too young. You should be proud of that.
No, but it is like my one big regret I never got to see the Clash, kind of, because I've kind of vaguely kind of been introduced to Joe Strummer since then. And like, kind of, I don't know.
Would you go and see them if they reformed?
Yeah, I just couldn't stop myself, don't think, really, unfortunately. Do
you think it would be a dreadful idea or a good idea?
I don't know, because like with the Pistols, everybody was upset because they stood for something. They stood for the ultimate nihilism, didn't they? They they had the perfect start and the perfect end as a band. But like the Clash, it's much easier because it would just be seen as one of the greatest rock and roll bands reforming rather than a punk band, So I think it'd be easier for them.
What did you think of the Pistols? Did you actually see them live, this time round?
Yeah, kind of, because we did a festival in Belgium, and like, so I went to see them. At the end of the day, they just sounded brilliant. And I did something really embarrassing. I got Stevie Jones to sign the back of my white Gibson. I know.
I don't think that's embarrassing. I think that's cool. Because he is just so cool. And he always will be, I think.
No, he's just like one of the best guitarists in the world, Kind of, I'd probably kind of... I wouldn't be the guitarist I am today without him.
Right.
But, kind of, they were amazing and stuff. But the Clash would be cool if they got their brain cells intact.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Helen Barnett said, what's been the best gig of your career so far?
Conveniently enough, I think two of them on this tour. There was one in Livingstone.
We've had loads of letters from people at Livingstone, actually. Said how fantastic it was.
It was full of kind of lagered up Scotsmen again, kind of thing. And then there was one last night. It was pretty cool. It was like in Blackburn. Just actually felt like we moved on last night. Just actually felt that people were just accepting us as a three-piece.
What has it been like this year for you? Because, when you played at Sound City, you were all so uptight and kind of anxious about the year ahead, I reckon.
Yeah, I don't think, we didn't really voice those fears, so to speak. But I suppose, outwardly, we must have seemed like really nervous puppies, I suppose. And I suppose we were, because we didn't quite know where we fitted in.
So where do you think you fit in now?
No, I just, the answer is kind of, we've always been slightly unfashionable, and like we always will be, but we can always outlive any kind of any kind of period in music, basically. I think, which is just was the answer that was staring us in the face anyway, because we've been through all that before. When we came, when we released our first record, it was Manchester. I think it was happening when we were deeply unfashionable. So. Yeah.
Do you think there'll be another album then after this one?
If we had any songs, I could say yes. In terms of like what we want to do, of course we want to do another album. But we just haven't got any songs in the locker, so to speak. So that'll happen eventually. Hopefully, yeah. Okay. And what about internally within the band? Are you all getting on all right at the moment, or has it been a fairly pressured time? No, it doesn't at all. It kind of. I can't say, people ask that silly question, like, is everything brought you closer? And the answer is, we couldn't have been closer anyway. If we would have become closer, I think we would just end up sleeping together, So, we're just getting on as we ever did, to be honest. Everything's fine, and that's it. Okay, fine. We'll play DJ Shadow now on Mowax Records. This is STEM. Sunshine. Do you approve of that, James? Is it prog enough? Well, I don't know about the word approve, but yeah, I quite liked it. It was right, okay. We're going to play another record, another choice of yours now, the Boo Radleys. Why this? Well, kind of like, as a band, there's like one band that we actually kind of really like en masse within the Breacher camp, so to speak. Just like, it's, obviously it's off the new album. I just think it's like one of his best lyrics as well, one of Martin's best lyrics. Okay, this is Everything Is Sorrow from Come On Kids. And that was Everything Is Sorrow by the Boo Radleys, which is off the new album Come On Kids, available on Creation Records. It's Fluke and Atom Bomb, and it's time to do it. Do you remember the first line now? You're playing for the best album in the world ever, honest gov, and also a copy of the Prodigy book, which is called Exit the Underground. And what we do is play the intro and the second line. 110 100.
The people with the jingle that make the jingles are standing outside ready to grab you for that voice. Okay, this is what it is. Okay, and the number to ring is?
0500 110 100.
That's
0500 110 100.
That was Super Furry Animals from the album Fuzzy Logic and God Show Me Magic. And James, why are Super Furry Animals so brilliant?
We're kind of the greatest rock and roll Welsh band since Badfinger. So, like, you know, that's just like, and it's kind of, it steals a bit from Blue Monday, that song does. Hope that doesn't tick them off. But yeah, I love that song.
No, they won't be touring with you anymore. Thank you very much.
97 to 99 Radio 1.
Grind. In my sleep, I grind my teeth.
Excellent. It's the evening session with James from Manic Street Preachers and me, Joe Wiley. And that was your choice again, James. Therapy and teeth grinder. Drinking partners?
Used to be, but I kind of used to be.
You gave them up?
No, kind of, yeah, I haven't given Andy up. I've just given the pastime up, so to speak. But kind of now we are kind of just partners in facial hair.
Okay, they make very good music as well. Do you remember the first line? We'll just do the competition now. What you heard was this. Okay, and what was it, James? Because you have all the details in front of you.
Some might say that sunshine follows thunder. Go and tell it to the man who cannot shine.
Fantastic. And who's the winner?
A goddess, no less. The youngstress from York, Rachel Simpson.
Oh, blimey, you've done it for her now. All right, well done, Rachel. You get the Prodigy book and also the best out for John Peel at the LA2 on Sunday night, launching Soho Live. Then ring 0891 110 100 for ticket details. And James, just a few more questions now. I think we'll deal with these. We're on a mission, we should explain, to try and get the sudden death cult in the show before 9 o'clock tonight.
Then I go.
And I'm sure we will succeed. A few more questions, though. Ella from Lancaster Gate says, duvets or blankets? What's better?
Duvets, definitely. Blankets are too itchy.
Okay. And Fergus McIver in Surrey, what's your favourite flavour crisps?
Salt and vinegar, for always and ever.
Kiri O'Brien, what have you got in your pockets at the moment?
I've got a gorilla key ring and £2.
Okay, you know that without even looking?
Well, it's just come out of my pockets.
Oh, you empty the contents in your pockets? Okay. Shona Carr in Aberdeen said, did you know you were voted best looking guy in a recent edition of Just 17?
That is just a lie, completely and utterly.
Why do you never look at the camera in all your photographs that you do?
Because I've got a turn in my eye. That's why my nickname used to be Crossfire.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, write that one down. Ian Reid in Belfast, what's the downside of doing so much touring? What do you really hate about it?
Downside of doing so much touring is athlete's foot.
Okay, Rachel Hay, do you all suffer from athlete's foot?
No, just me.
You're sounding like Nicky Wire now.
No, I'm the scratchy little dog. He gets big ailments, I get little scratchy things.
Okay, irritating things. Rachel Hay from Arran said, what do you want for Christmas?
I want a place to live where I can put my own Christmas tree up in.
Oh, yeah. You were talking about moving to Wales last time I spoke to you, I think. Is that still on the cards?
I don't know. I don't know if they'll repatriate me at the moment. I'm a bit too anglicised for the Welsh people at the moment.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Actually, I think you were talking about opening up a bar or a shop or something in Wales.
I'd love to be like, kind of a Cheers kind of character, kind of a Zen-like barman giving off little hints of advice and philosophy and stuff. That'd be cool.
Okay, sometime in the future. We'll play this now. What are we going to play next? This is Death in Vegas, Rocco. Vegas and Rocco. And we come finally to the Sudden Death Cult. And I thought that I was the only person in the world ever that liked Sudden Death Cult.
Nah, there is one that's sadder than yourself, definitely.
Right. Why do you like Sudden Death Cult?
It's I must have been around about 14, 15 when I got into them.
Me too.
And we were fighting the indie wars back then.
Me too.
It was tough for us back then. And I just wanted everybody to call me Moya. I tried to choose my own nickname for once in school.
They're all calling you Crossfire, and you were saying, no, Moya, please.
Yeah, and
What else?
I got a Radar, Crossfire, He-Man, Terence McCann.
He-Man? Why He-Man?
Because I was such a wimp, that's why. Just loads of stuff.
Were you really? When did you sort of get your muscles then?
Around about 14. No, it was will. It was a will to win, not muscles.
Right.
There's nothing so vulgar as muscles.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Gotcha.
I believe you. Okay. So why this track, Moya?
Just because, I don't know, I just picked up when I was young and I wanted to be called Moya. And also this is dedicated to the Wolf Club, to wolves everywhere. Howl at the moon and declare your wolfness.
So in retrospect, the Sudden Death Cult and Moya, James?
Be a sad train spotter and say the live version is much better than that.
Yes, I know. I've just realised then why I like the Manics, if we were into the same kind of bands all that time ago. So.
Just like sub-80s goth people.
Yes. He was chicken dancing, chicken dancing around the studio.
I never had a flat top, ever.
Ever. Okay, got a couple more records to get in that we've got to fit in, including this from Tiger, In Session, and this is that's Tiger and Race. And thank you very much for listening tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show so far. James, thank you very much for coming in.
So very much, thanks for having me.
Do you have a message for, would your band be listening now, do you think?
No, Nick will be watching the football and Sean will just be...
And that's why he's not here.
No, come on, he is, the boy is ill, it must be said. He's
is he?
Yeah, his constitution is waning. And Sean will just be good pouring over his credit card bills, so...
Sobbing, okay.
Yeah.
Your final choice tonight, do you want to tell us about it?
This kind of, I suppose this record kind of stands for my kind of, my liberation and kind of introduction into the London club scene, so to speak. It just reminds me of my summer of
decadence and debauchery.
Approximate love. Kind of Chemical Beats by the Chemical Brothers.
Final choice tonight then from James from the Manic Street Preachers. One more question, James. If it all ended tomorrow, if you weren't in the Manics anymore, what would you be doing?
I don't know. I suppose I'd like to try and do film scores or something. A serious answer.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming in tonight.
Thank you very much.
Stay tuned to Radio 1. John Peel coming up at 10 o'clock and bits from last week's radio on the way.